Hollywood, the #1 contender. And I've been a fan of Troy's stuff for years, and me and Sideshow have been doing this together for over 20 years, so I have no idea who I would be betting on, and I don't have a favorite, but man, what a matchup this is on paper.
Just about guaranteed. Of course, as I mentioned, it was Sideshow back last time we were here. Fallout 2022, defeating Anthony Green in an OCC street fight and gaining that prestigious Florida Heritage Championship, which has stated Sideshow's pretty much defended just about everywhere you can within the sport here in the state of Florida. And of course, Hollywood originally won that championship back at Everything Burns 2021, defeating Snoop Strikes in the final of a one-night tournament. Hell of a night it was, and really, Troy had some of the most impressive title defenses, but it was the WWN Super Show Battle of the Belts at the end of that year where Anthony Green was able to just really weasel his way into taking that championship from Troy, and Troy could never get it back. I get the feeling tonight's going to be night and day. Sideshow is not a guy, albeit I'm impressed there that you get the quick killer instinct from Troy, but Sideshow's not the kind of guy that's going to take shortcuts. If Sideshow loses this championship, it's going to be because Troy Hollywood was the better man, and vice versa. If Troy Hollywood cannot win it tonight, it's because Sideshow was the better man.
When Troy has had a taste and knows what it feels like to be able to walk around with that championship gold, calling yourself the Florida Heritage Champion, and he liked it. You remember, this guy was somebody that was awfully proud. If you didn't believe he was the best Heritage Champion of all time, just ask him, he'll tell you. And he feels that he is at the prime now. Sideshow at the cover, but only getting a 1 count. And, you know, you bring up Anthony Green and what a champion he was, and to say he's rebounded, this guy's become an international star.
Hanging out Pro Wrestling Noah right now, tearing it up.
Doing a hell of a job. Even appeared on the Muda retirement show. Hopefully we see him back here at FIP. I'd love to see him take a shot again at whoever the Heritage Champion is after this match, but
that becomes the real question. Who will be the Florida Heritage Champion coming out of here? Heatstroke. We've been saying it all night. It has not gotten much cooler, ladies and gentlemen. The sun might be going down, but it's still hot. It's humid, and a beautiful drop kick. Troy Hollywood. I've said it before, Ron, the long limbs. Troy not only add to that the elevation and the athleticism. What Troy jump, 6 foot there?
Yeah, the air? He's got, again, you talk about a vertical that most would be envious of. Oh!
Hopefully, we didn't just see an orbital bone shattered right there, because that dead serious. Multiple times Hollywood has kicked guys, and that has been the near end of careers. Where's Mitch Mitchell these days?
Selling paint, last I heard. Can't blame him.
Good guy, don't get me wrong.
I would have took the sniffing paint if I went through what he went through.
Oof. A Sideshow going right into the guardrail as well, and you saw it from the really jump street of this matchup, Ron, when it came to that kick into the gut of Sideshow right out of the gate. Not against the rules, but it showed an aggression from Troy Hollywood. I definitely think Hollywood is here with a chip on the shoulder.
Many in professional wrestling have felt that Troy Hollywood has never really gotten his due, so can you imagine how he feels? It's his career we're talking about here, and he's been performing at an extremely high level for many years. One of the great talents that came out from Jay Lethal's academy. I mean, they've just been pumping out talent for years and years. Troy, one of the top, all of OAO.
Well, that's really it. I think OAO, from the perspective of slept-on talent in the state of Florida, and you look at the rest of OAO, Hunter Law and Snoop Strikes, they're, at least for now, are FIP World Tag Team Champions. We'll see what happens later tonight, but the point is, if I'm Troy Hollywood, I'm saying, hey man, it's time for me to get that gold back around the waist. OAO needs to be on top. That is how you turn the heads. That is how you make the bigger money in the matchups. And, was going springboard, perhaps was thinking ace cutter, but no! Top down by Sideshow. Beautiful. And now the pin.
Thought that was it, Trevin.
Yeah, just able to catch the man, and then the quick reversal, dump in head first. Damage that's been done, and tell you, Sideshow, another one of those guys that I'll pick on him mildly because, you know, I told him if you're going to wear the beard, be prepared. You might hear a couple people mention the color, but oof, otherwise you would never believe the age of Sideshow.
I think it just adds to the toughness and the mystique and the persona that is Sideshow. I mean, this guy is legitimately grizzled.
Oh, 100%. I'm taking nothing away. You get what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
If I said that he was 20-something years old, you'd believe it up until that point.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Moves better than most of the young athletes in the sport. As Hollywood here cutting off the oxygen with the front chancery. And that's what's so impressive about Sideshow. I think Sideshow is at the best he's ever been right now in his career.
I don't think anybody would argue, and I've seen him do some amazing things in the world of professional wrestling for, again, I want to say it's 99 that we started doing a lot together, but I've never seen him. I mean, think of, again, just the age and the cardiovascular conditioning needed to compete on a night like tonight with the humidity and the heat.
And Sideshow was going, and he is good with these combinations. The back fist followed up by the lariat, turning Troy Hollywood inside out. And absolutely demonstrating everything you were just saying there on Mimi about not only being able to persevere through these terrible conditions, but deliver.
Making the guy, again, if he's throwing a punch, he's throwing a knee or those feet, he has precision, accuracy. And to be able to do that rapid fire offense this late in the match, again, where the heat and humidity is a factor, you just wouldn't expect that. Troy Hollywood's been around long enough. He's done his research. Him and Sideshow are very well aware of just how dangerous both of them are.
Oh, in Sideshow, we've seen this before. If you could get up, Hollywood dumped so many men on their neck. And, of course, Hollywood's used the pedigree before, but caught by Sideshow. Beautiful combination. There's those long limbs again. Facebuster, is this going to be enough?
We're going to have a new champ. Thought we were going to have a new champion, Troy Hollywood. Wow, mere fractions of a second from regaining that championship.
And you just saw the fact that not only was it well delivered by Hollywood, but he even had the legs hooked and everything. I mean, it was as close to a mousetrap as you could get. Sideshow's still in this thing, but now here comes Troy Hollywood. And is he thinking heading back up? Hollywood delivers one hell of an elbow. Pretty apropos for Clearwater, if you will.
Coming from the heavens.
Oh, but caught by the knees.
You're right, one of the greatest elbow drops in pro wrestling from the great Macho Man Randy Savage. Man, does the world of pro wrestling miss him. But Sideshow in trouble, or is he? Look at this guy go, man. Yeah, he just threw it into another level. Big knee strike, that's it. All he's got to do is cover him.
Counting the pin. But amazingly, Troy Hollywood finds a way. And if Troy Hollywood did anything but instinct right there, Ron, I mean, you could see, to Hollywood's credit, he's trying to find some ropes or something, but he's got to be knocked out.
But how many rounds could Sideshow possibly have left in the clip? I mean, he's just unloaded now. And it still wasn't enough.
And Hollywood now posed up to the top and kicking off here. Caught now by Sideshow, or should I say caught by Hollywood. Sideshow in trouble, and Hollywood might be thinking snap German suplex. We've seen a lot of guys knocked out from those before from Troy Hollywood. Now the pin. Still
crisp. The velocity on that suplex. Troy Hollywood, deceptively strong in the upper body. We've talked about that in years past.
Yeah, once wrestled as a cruiserweight, obviously no longer. But those weapons, the speed, the strength are all still in the repertoire, if you will. And I think we're thinking again, I get it, Clearwater's close to Sarasota, but no, this time caught into a submission predicament. And if that arm can get pulled all the way in, oh, Hollywood's in trouble, center of the ring.
He'll break that arm if he doesn't tap or make it to the ropes, but looks like he's able to get himself out of it.
Yeah, forcing the pin, but lucky for Sideshow, able to roll through. And it was smart thinking by Hollywood, but the arm now betraying Troy Hollywood. And I think we're about to see Spike in the man. This the end. Academic right now.
Wow.
Here is your winner, and still your FIP Florida Heritage Champion, Sideshow.
Phenomenal defense from Sideshow here at a full Impact Pro ring, getting that opportunity to show why he is the man, the Florida Heritage Champion. And I gotta give it, Troy Hollywood pushed Sideshow to the limit, but not enough. Has he thrown the man who stands atop the mountain?